Before we get started, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more stories like this. The night began as a celebration. Our new home, a fresh start, the life we were supposed to build together. Friends, coworkers, neighbors, everyone we knew arrived with gifts, bottles of wine, and laughter filling the air. I was outside at the grill, greeting guests at the door, making sure everything ran smoothly. I felt proud. Proud of the house, proud of the moment, proud of the marriage I thought I had. Emma, my wife, moved through the rooms like she owned the evening. She glowed, effortlessly charming everyone around her. I assumed she was just being a good host, but in reality, she was laying the groundwork for the most humiliating night of my life. From the start, something felt off. Emma kept slipping away into the hallway or the kitchen, whispering into her phone, pretending to check appetizers or refill drinks that didn't need attention. Every time I approached her, she would flash an exaggerated smile, touch my arm briefly, then walk away. I told myself it was nothing. Parties made her anxious, and she often distracted herself. Then Adrian arrived. Young, athletic, magnetic, the kind of man everyone notices. And Emma noticed him. Too much. His presence shifted her completely. She lit up in a way she hadn't for me in years. They huddled in a corner, whispering, laughing, leaning so close their shoulders brushed. Guests began to notice. A friend nudged me discreetly, asking, "Everything okay with you too?" I forced a smile, pretending not to see what was obvious to everyone else. The truth hit like a knife when I caught Adrian's hand grazing her lower back in the hallway, lingering just long enough. She didn't flinch. She didn't pull away. She smiled. I confronted her softly, quietly, hoping I was mistaken. "Emma," I said, "can we talk outside?" Instead of following me, she crossed her arms, rolled her eyes dramatically, and said loud enough for those nearby to hear, "Not now. Don't ruin the night." Her tone cut deeper than the words themselves. I swallowed the pain and stepped outside alone, trying to compose myself. When I returned, everything erupted. I walked into the living room to see her in the center, flushed, eyes blazing, and Adrian standing too close by her side. A semicircle of guests had formed, confused and uncomfortable. Someone must have asked what was happening, because in the next instant, she snapped. She pointed at me, hands shaking, voice rising so sharply the music seemed to pause mid-beat. "Yes, we're sleeping together," she screamed. "He's better than you. Now leave. Just leave." The room froze. Guests stared, some gasped, one whispered, "Oh my God." My chest felt like it collapsed inward. Her words weren't just cruel, they were a public execution, violent and final. She humiliated me in my own home, at our own party, in front of everyone we knew. Adrian looked just as shocked. He hadn't expected her to erupt like this. He stepped back, muttering, "Emma, what the hell?" But she ignored him, eyes locked on me, breathing hard as if she'd finally freed herself from some invisible cage. I didn't scream. I didn't curse. I didn't argue. I drew a slow breath, nodded once, and walked toward the door. Guests parted like I was a ghost. Emma had expected begging, fighting, or a breakdown. I gave her none of it. I left. That silence destroyed her. The moment the door closed behind me, the illusion she had built shattered. Guests turned instantly, judging. A co-worker muttered, "You're disgusting." A neighbor shook his head. Someone else whispered, "You embarrassed your husband for what?" Adrian stepped back, hand withdrawn, and finally spoke up, "I never agreed to this. You're crazy. I'm not part of whatever fantasy this is." Then, right there in front of everyone, he left too. Her supposed better man abandoned her at the exact moment she needed him most. Within minutes, most guests had gone, whispering, stunned, judging. The party ended not in celebration, but humiliation. Emma was left standing in the center of my house, surrounded by dirty dishes, spilled drinks, and the wreckage of her own outburst. She called me 27 times that night, sent long messages, voice notes choked with tears, apologizing, claiming she didn't mean it, that she just wanted attention, that she was drunk and foolish. But the truth was clear. She revealed herself to everyone and destroyed herself in the process. I never returned. The next morning, when her parents arrived after hearing the events, they found her curled up on the couch, crying. The house was silent and empty, except for the remnants of a marriage she had burned to ashes with her own hands. She wanted me gone. She wanted him. She craved drama, attention, power. But what she got was something she never imagined, the reality she had created and the consequences she could not undo.